Buying your first home can be a daunting task, and in this series on home ownership by Home Capital, we simplify the entire process for you. All the research work that you've done in terms of the market trends and the prices now boils down to actually closing a successful negotiation with your developer. And the most important thing in closing a successful deal is to have an extremely realistic approach when talking to the developer. The developer on his side may have a lot of constraints in terms of the fact that he may not be able to lower his prices beyond a certain extent. He may have other costs associated, or he cannot go beyond a certain price based on the last deal that happened, or based on the fact that he has certain internal restrictions beyond which he would not be ready to bargain. Whereas you as a buyer, you know your budgets, you know your expectation in terms of how much you're ready to pay for a property, and you have done your research and you have your negotiation points in front of you. And a good approach or a realistic approach is when you're able to arrive midway, which is beneficial to both the developer as well as you as the buyer. When you actually sit across and do the negotiation, you can always offer a certain price, and you would know based on the conversations that you have with the developer that he may not be ready to bargain beyond a certain point, which can be a kind of a hard close for him. And that is why it is important for you to have a realistic approach and come midway so that you benefit to a certain extent and the developer also benefits. Many times it happens that the developers may not be ready to reduce the cost of the project beyond a certain price per square feet. When that is the case, what can happen is you can actually negotiate with the developer on other factors associated with the project, and these can include asking for a reduction in the car parking price apart from just the per square feet. So after you've done a negotiation with the per square feet value of the property, you can always ask for a reduction in the car parking price, or you can ask for a reduction in the floor rise that is being charged to you, or you can also bargain on the upfront maintenance charges that you have to pay to the developer, which is generally charged for the first couple of years before they hand over the maintenance to the property. So after you're able to negotiate and finalize and agree upon the basic agreement value, which is a function of the number of square feet that you're purchasing multiplied by the amount per square feet, the various other amounts that are charged to you by the builder, these points give you a further possibility to negotiate with the developer and reduce them on the pretext of closing the deal immediately with the developer. What you must understand is that negotiating a deal is different from bargaining, and a good deal is the one which is intended to benefit the both parties involved, that is the developer as well as you as the buyer of the property. In a successful negotiation, you as a buyer should be able to get the price within your budget, and the seller would be able to sell the property at a profit, which kind of takes care of his requirements after he's offered you the various deals and discounts which are possible for him as a developer. To summarize, in order to have a successfully negotiated deal, your groundwork that you did in terms of the history of the developer, the history of the project in which you are purchasing the property, the price trends in the locality, the price trends of the project that you finalized since the day of its launch, and the various amenities that you are going to get from the particular project, the price that you're paying for the various amenities in addition to just the value of the project per se, will help you successfully negotiate a deal at a point where you finally close a property which is within your budget, and you are able to take the final step towards achieving your dream home. Once you've successfully negotiated a deal with a developer, the next step would be to enter into a sale agreement with the developer. Again, as we've stated multiple times during this series, all your documents that you sign off with the developer, you must ensure that they are independently vetted by your own lawyer, even if the project is a project which is pre-approved by your home loan banker, because they would do their analysis to a certain extent. You must ensure that your own lawyer also is vetting all the documents before you sign off any document with the developer. The Home Capital community assists and guides you successfully through your journey of home ownership. Join India's first community of home buyers and homeowners and take your next step towards home ownership.